In southern Brazil's Santa Catarina, dramatic canyons and rolling hills have earned the region the nickname Brazilian Cappadocia. Here, hot air ballooning is more than a tourist draw. It's a symbol of freedom and celebration woven into local culture. Each morning, dozens of balloons rise over Praia Grande, carrying passengers eager for breathtaking views and unforgettable memories. The spectacle supports a thriving tourism industry and fills the sky with vibrant color. On June 21, 2025, the conditions were perfect. Passengers gathered, excited for a peaceful flight. No one imagined that this routine ascent would soon become a national tragedy. The colors meant to symbolize joy would instead mark a day of unimaginable loss. The fragility of life would be laid bare above the beautiful Brazilian landscape. The flight began like any other. Balloon rising, passengers smiling, the world unfolding below. Suddenly, a fire erupted inside the basket, believed to have started from a backup torch. Panic swept through the passengers as smoke and flames filled the air. The pilot fought to descend quickly, but the serene journey turned to chaos. Onlookers watched in horror as the balloon, now engulfed in flames, tumbled from the sky. Cell phone footage captured the disaster: black smoke, falling figures, a burning basket. The pilot shouted for passengers to jump as the balloon neared the ground. Some leapt and survived, others were trapped. The vibrant balloon crashed in a field, its promise of joy replaced by silence and devastation. First responders arrived to a scene of devastation: charred wreckage, injured survivors, and unimaginable loss. 13 people survived, many with severe burns and injuries. 8 lost their lives. Among the victims, 3 were found in a final embrace, a haunting image of their last moments. The pilot, who survived, described the desperate fight to land and the split-second decision to order passengers to jump. Survivors recounted the terror, one moment admiring the view, the next engulfed in smoke, forced to leap for their lives. The tragedy left deep scars on the community of Praia Grande, turning a day of celebration into one of grief. The pilot's testimony became central to the investigation. The crash was not just a distant headline. It was a wound in the heart of the region. The Santa Catarina crash was the third serious hot air balloon accident in Brazil in less than a week. Just days earlier, a balloon crash in Sao Paulo killed a young woman and injured 11 others. That flight was found to be operating illegally, exposing a dangerous black market in balloon tourism. Another incident on the Sao Paulo coast, though less severe, added to the crisis. 3 major accidents in 1 week shattered public confidence and exposed regulatory failures. The Santa Catarina disaster, the deadliest in Brazil's history, became the epicenter of a national reckoning. The skies, once symbols of peace, now seemed fraught with risk. Urgent calls for reform swept the industry and the nation. The tragedy prompted swift action. President Lula expressed solidarity, and a full investigation began. Sobrevoar, the balloon company, suspended operations as authorities focused on a catastrophic equipment failure. The pilot's account of a backup torch igniting became the investigation's focus. The disaster forced the ballooning community to confront hard truths about safety and oversight. Families and survivors faced immeasurable loss and trauma. Praia Grande's identity was shaken. The tragedy sparked urgent demands for stricter regulations and better enforcement. As Brazil mourns, the resolve is clear. Never again should joy in the skies turn to tragedy.